Be amazed. Alright, now what I'm gonna be doing at this time is I'm gonna create a sink. Let me just get into top view. Okay, go this way. View, 3D views, top view. And let's say I'm gonna design the outskirt of it. It's gonna be one interesting sink. And make sure that's enclosed. Alright, we have something like that. I'm going to 3D view. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up apart, giving it a little height, and lower positioning, higher positioning, lower positioning, higher, more in, I guess, higher. So now it's, oops, I guess I didn't do it. I gotta change my UCX, that's what I forgot to do. Front. Now I can go on a Z-axis and pull it up and down every which way. So I got some shape like this. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create the actual outlet. So I'm going to go back to top view for the UCX, create an outlet that's about, what, 2 inches diameter? 2 inches. Oh yeah, this is not in scale. That doesn't help. I'm just going to rough it in. Later I can change it if I need to, but this is just an example of how I would design a interesting sink. Got something like that. And what I can do next is I'm going to either, you can try polyunion it all, or there's an other option, you can loft it to the actual hole, or you can create guides to it. I am going to create guides to it. Now to do that, I'm going to create points to which the guides will go to. So I'm going to create 4 lines like so. So now I have a place to click over here, and I just need a middle point and end point or so, something like that. I'm gonna move these over and actually use the same size, that way it's a lot faster and easier. And I need 4 of them. Yep, that one didn't work, so I'm gonna move it. That's why I like to rotate a lot, just to make sure everything's working perfectly. I'm gonna move that one over too, over here. There we go. So now I'm going to use a spline. I'm going to change my UCX though to like a left view, so it's following that X and Y coordinates. I'm going to select one point, middle, end, second. That one didn't click onto here, but that's okay. Spline, end, middle, top. Oh, I don't know if that one worked. I'm gonna move that one over because that didn't. Actually, it did work. That's my spline. And I'm gonna finally create the last one, like so. Now I can delete the reference lines because I no longer need those, and they're just gonna be in my way. Or I can keep them, or I can just turn them off. And I have something like that. That is my basic shape I'm going to be using for my sink. Actually, I'm going to do a quick change because I don't like the way that works over here. Yeah. Alright, it's really weird. That's fine. And what I'm going to do next is, since I moved it, okay, I'm going to loft each part to the circle. Oh wait, here's the problem. When you do loft, it can't be enclosed circled from the surface because it just doesn't work. So we need to have this circle segmented. So each part over here from each line has to be a piece. So to do that, I'm going to make a copy of the circle. Go over 100, actually probably 200. And I'm going to trim out the parts I don't need. So I'm going to trim. I'm going to change the UCX. Trim. Alright, it's just not playing well. Just do that. I'm going to use. That was a circle. Arc. There we go. The cool part about arcs, that's one thing that you polyline arc, is if you draw it, so A for arc. Well, that's why ortho is on. Oops. So I'm gonna just draw all three. A for arc and A for arc, like so. You can pull in, and it will snap onto that circle segment point in between the difference. That really is helpful, especially in place like I'm doing now. So I actually have segmented each piece. The only problem is if I can only okay, that's good. So what I need to do next is loft this segment here. Oops. Loft to that. Oops. You know, the problem is I still have that big. There we go. Delete that circle. Okay, loft to that. Then G for guides. Oh man, forgot. You know, if it's segmented like this, the endpoints, the guides have to be at the end. Otherwise, it will not work. This may not be the best drawing I ever did, but we'll see what happens. So this one has a piece here, so I have to make that there. Alright, so something like that. Now again, you can play around with this as much as you want until you get the shape you're looking for. Otherwise, you will have. Alright, I think this could work. Alright, loft. Select that object. Oops. That to that. G for guides. There's one piece. You can do it again, loft. Select that piece to that. Enter G for guides. Use that guide. That guide. Go. And I'm going to do again, loft. I'm just clearing space since it's the same command. Uh-oh. We have two segments here. Okay, I have to join those two. P-edit. Go. Yeah. Go. Enter. Yes. Join. J. Enter. Alright, it's one piece now. Perfect. Back to loft. Select that. Select that. G for guides. Spline. Spline. Enter. I have my flower sink, tulip sink. There you go. Next thing I need to do is union this together. But before I do that, I'm going to make a copy of it. I like to keep copies in case I need to change stuff to it. Union. Enter. Got one piece. I'm going to give it a thickness. A slice. Enter. I have no idea what my scale here is, so I'm just going to wing it. And I hope I should have saved this. I hope my computer doesn't freeze. Let's all pray. My computer's running, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh. Select surface taken. Maybe I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna rerun the program because I think I know what to do. You know what I'm talking about. Sync. Oops, let me close the whole thing. For some of you who don't know much about computers, there's a way you can run a program that offers you full access to your computer power. To do that, you have to run as administrator. So you have to restart it. Okay, once it's up and running, I'm going to just open up that file I was working on. If I can find it. There we are. Tulip sync. Alright, now let's try to thicken. Do something smaller. Just enough to give it actual thickness. There we go. Whoa. Yep, so you can see that thickness, that's only one. Normally you would make it wider. So, I have my tulip flower thickened. It's actually a solid surface, believe it or not. And what I can do with this is actually create a mold. A way to do that is, yeah. Let me see. Let's say I wanted to make a mold. I mean, it's going to be difficult since the heights are different. Usually the height will be the same. But I'll try anyways. I'm going to create a box. Let's say that's my mold. I'm going to do it up to here, so it's not going to be the full thing. It's going to be 2 separate pieces. But what I'm going to do next is, of course, I should actually make a copy of this so I keep the original. And I'm going to do is subtract. So I'm going to select this object, enter, I'm subtracting this. And I have a slot inside. You can tell it's a slot, but I want that plate area to be empty. To do that, all I need to do is go to Modify, Solid Editing, Separate, select the object, click Enter. You click Enter to keep both. Now if I actually just move this over. What? Okay, that's, oh, I know why. Alright, I know the mistake I made. The mistake I made was that the bottom of the sink was open, so the slice command wouldn't work, or the subtract command. So I have to make a copy of this again. What I need to do is use the patch command, which you guys learned today. So I'm going to use the patch command, which is surface, patch. I'm going to go around. Oh, I think I selected the wrong one. Patch again. Yeah, make sure you select the top one. If you're using the top one, and make sure you select all top ones. And what the patch command does is it encloses the open area. Oh, I don't even know which one's which. Wow. Okay, that's the one. There we go. Okay, it's not doing it. Since it's a 2-inch circle, I'm just gonna use the circle command. Much easier. Well, it's not 2 inches. Oh, this is difficult. Alright, so wait, I was using the wrong one. I wonder. No, it won't. Wait, hold on. Actually, this is the one I'm supposed to use. Sorry about this, guys. There are people watching this video. I know why I did it. See, you keep on learning these things. A union it first. Stupid computer making me look bad. At that point, you can select all the edges. Not my day, not my day at all. Yeah, I did. I'm cheating right now because I got tired of this. So what I did was I went to Loft and I lofted it together. And the only thing I need to do next is to make sure that I have the edges for it to finish off the lofting. So I gotta extract the edges on that one. Go to my loft command, select that and that. Oops. Yeah, close, union it, and I can give it a thickness of 1. Wait, I just used slice. Alright, so thicken, select the object, 1, enter, done. It's a solid object. Copying it over, placing it in here. This video became a long video. Place into here. Oh my god. I am losing my hair. Hopefully you'll never have this issue like me, where you can't even snap it on. I can't extract the edges, I don't know why. I'm up to, you know what, draw a reference. Yeah, I got it. We're gonna extract, oh, did you say extract edges? Oh, yeah, you're right. Good call. Bad call. I'm gonna move this over 1,000, since that's what my size is. Move this object into, there we go. I move this back to 1,000. Oh, it's 100, so 900. Then union it. Now we got a solid object. No, we don't. Why is this so difficult? Alright, now we have a solid object. Copying it over because I'm going to keep that just in case I need it. I'm going to go to an isometric view, create a box, going down, moving it enough to cut it all the way through. There we go. Subtract from this item, enter, done. So now we have this piece here and this piece here, but they're still together. To get them separated, what you need to do is select the object, go to modify, solid editing, separate, so enter, enter. Let's try it again. Maybe I click something, modify, solid editing, separate, select the object, enter a body editing option. I did separate. P. Guess I can't separate it. That is not good. think I'm just gonna give up because I'm really stressed out about this. So, what would normally happen is if you do have two pieces, say you had a solid object and let's see, you had another object, circle maybe. Like so. And then finally you had one more object. Whoa. That one's not that good. I get you UCX. Union these two, and if I subtracted from this object, and it's still one piece, that's the problem. A lot of people have that issue that you subtract something and you want to separate it, but it's still one piece. To break these into two different pieces, since they're not even combined, what you go to is go to modify, 3D operations, and through solid editing, sorry, separate. Select the object, click enter, enter. Now they're two different pieces. 1, 2. That's that.